whoa, whoa. In case y'all want to know, that Gainesville Green. Oh, yeah. On the Farilla, my nigga. That's that Gainesville Green, brother. Ooh. 91% in a true pod for $30 today. 1 gram cart. On God, hold up. 1 gram cart today and today only. $30 at True Leave. All true pods. But listen, if you ain't willing to pay to play, don't even bother. Because a battery for a true pod costs $35. So you gotta pay if you want to play. I mean, and that's just what it is, bruh. So they did pick a new pope. I mean, I'm not really Catholic, but I'm just an asshole. I really don't know how that works. If you're not really Catholic, you're just an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that, like, am I getting time off my sentence right now? Or is it like all concurrent or consecutive? And I have to keep being an asshole over and over and over and over and over again, even in my next lifetimes. Like, see, what's real shitty, man, is I feel like I believe in reincarnation, fools. I believe in some strange ass shit. My religion is a Satru. A more folkish version of it, though. Like a more clannish version. I don't believe clans should intermix with other clans. Only if that clan is approved by our clan's leader and their clan's leader can we intermingle with other clans. I truly feel like that deep down in my heart. And I feel like that's what the gods want to listen to me. I can break this shit down for you now. And I can get real on your ass now because... Alright. In the world, they'll tell you that there's only... They'll tell you that, like, man, this shit is so crazy. The world breaks down into numbers, man. And I'm not talking about, like, in religion only. Like, religion itself only recognizes 3 religions as affirmed religions. And that's the Catholic, the Muslims, and the Jews. They believe all other religions to be myths. Let me break down the history of the myth for y'all. Alright, so I've actually read you gotta break your fucking shit down. I've actually read a lot of the old myths. And you've got to look at myths like they're telling the truth, because they are. They just lacked the vocabulary needed to describe the things that they were seeing, like the things they were seeing in the sky, things that they called deities and shit like that. They didn't have words like UFOs and space aliens and shit, or else that's what they'd have fucking said. So, considering that the older religions get, the less their religion had vocabulary of words to choose from to describe things that were going on in the world or in life, things like that. You could probably go back to, for the Christians, I'd say read the book of Ezekiel. They took it out of the Bible for reasons you'll see when you read the book of Ezekiel, because the book of Ezekiel holds what the church calls forbidden knowledge. Now let me ask you this. If you're the Catholic Church, why would you hold something private about God? Why would you say it's secret knowledge and or secret teachings, this, that, and the third, and all that? I've read the book of Ezekiel, and what it does is it just exposes the church as what it is. If you read the book of Ezekiel, that's exactly what it does, man. It exposes the church to be a fraud. Listen, the book of Ezekiel was written before the times of the floods in Moses' days. You have to understand who Ezekiel was. You have Noah, then Lamech, who was Noah's dad, then Ezekiel, who was Lamech's father, or Noah's grandfather. When Ezekiel was trying to describe the ship, or whatever the fuck he was trying to describe, what they took him up in the air with, he said he was in the heavens. And get this now, it took me reading the book of Ezekiel 4 times before I caught this. He said, and I quote, "They took me into the heavens, and I could see the whole roundness of the earth." They didn't even know the earth was round at that time. I'm just telling you, do your fucking homework. Check the facts. They didn't even know the world was round back then. It took man a really, really, really long time to believe the earth wasn't flat. Because we're just fucking retards. It took Christopher Columbus sailing across the goddamn sea to America to get people to believe that the earth wasn't flat, it was round, and you could sail around this whole motherfucking planet. So anyways, going back to religions, I don't think it was any heavenly being or any deity at all that took Ezekiel up into the heavens and taught him these things and that things. So when they got there, they taught Ezekiel a whole bunch of things. They taught him like the ancient teachings, like math, things that people didn't know back then. The language of the angels, the written language of the angels, things like that. And then in another part it says, we want you to measure this out. I can't remember what it was. It was a room and the ceilings, and it had all these dimensions and stuff. And Ezekiel says to the people that brought him up there, why would I do this? And they simply replied, because that's what we brought you here to do. So that's what Ezekiel did. There's got so much creepy shit in the book of Ezekiel, it might actually scare you. So moving on to my religion, Asatru, talking about Odin or Wotan, which I'll tell y'all, the Queen of England swears that she can trace her bloodline all the way back to Wotan. If you can't do that, you can never wear the crown in England. So I'm thinking, man, probably that the earth is a lot older than we think it is. And I'm thinking these people had way more modern technology than us. Of course, I haven't been able to go to the pyramids in Giza myself, but I've watched many of videos like of them going inside the pyramids of Giza and stuff. And another thing, I'll tell you another thing that I recognize that nobody else seems to recognize. How the motherfuckers see when they were way down underground, when they were in the pyramids, and hold it right there, because you're just simply wrong. It's an impossibility, and it cannot be done with mirrors. You cannot direct enough sunlight using mirrors, but probably around 3 corners. Then there's no daylight left. And you wouldn't even be using glass mirrors. You'd be using polished copper mirrors. So that's an impossibility. And there's not a single ounce or a single shred of fucking soot on anything, anywhere in any motherfucking pyramid in Gaza. So you explain to me how them motherfuckers couldn't see down there if they didn't have some sort of electrical source to shine some sort of light. Please explain that to me. Don't worry, I'll wait. You can't. Because they had power. And these motherfuckers keep saying, where's the artifacts? Where's this? What's that? Where's what? Pussy motherfucker? Did you not hear what I just told you? These civilizations didn't just go like to 10,000 or 5,000 BC. I'm talking about these civilizations started to come about the very second the dinosaurs were all died off. And I'm going to tell you something else too, man. If you believe that there was a fucking asteroid that crashed down on a fucking planet Earth that caused us to go into some sort of a fucking nuclear winter that caused all the dinosaurs on this planet to die, you're as dumb as the motherfuckers expecting me to believe that stupid ass shit. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, exactly what they found the most proof of happening. You've been lied to. This our whole life we've been lied to, and in colleges everywhere, in schools everywhere, they're trying to slip it like under the radar that we don't know this shit already. But man did exist at the same time as dinosaurs did. No matter how much they want you to believe that it didn't happen, it happened. I've seen the fossilized footprints alongside each other in what looked like a man stalking a dinosaur. And what happened was, having 100 million pound fucking beast that you had to live around was probably becoming too dangerous. So I'll almost guarantee you that the most likely possibility is the most likely possibility, I think, that the humans just hunted them to extinction. And that's just what we had to do. And after the last ice age, there was only a couple left. Because when I tell you that there was only a couple left, it's because of this. Because, like, even in, like, some of the Mayan glyphs and some of the Egyptian glyphs, they show like dinosaurs right alongside of man, like small dinosaurs, like a little bitty raptor or something. I can't tell you what type of fucking dinosaur it was. I didn't get a good look at it, and I'm not a fucking biologist. I don't know reptiles and shit like that. But that's neither here nor there. But it's little things like that schools are lying to your kids about, man. And I just can't fucking stand it, man. It just aggravates me to no end. Why would you try to teach my kids something that you know is wrong? And how can you look me in the face and tell me that's in the best interest of my child? No, that's in the best interest of confusing my child. That's the only thing that's in the best interest of doing anything to anybody, is confusing them. That's like my son has a teacher in school that keeps pushing this flat earth shit on him. Some fuckboy that works at goddamn Crusaders in Milton. He's gonna make me end up going up there and busting his motherfucking ass over him trying to teach my son some bullshit he knows already ain't fucking the truth. When I get to that motherfucking school, buddy gonna have to see me, man. You don't get a pass from me for shit like that. Matter of fact, you get my foot up your ass, and you're gonna have to explain to my kid what the purpose in telling him that lie was. Was it just because he's a little white kid and you wanted to teach him something that would make him look stupid later on in life? That's what it really was. So I had to go and show my son in goddamn NASA pictures of the space shuttle, pictures they took of the Earth being fucking round. And he come back home the next goddamn day with some more bullshit about that's how they're trying to trick us. I feel like I might have to go up there in the morning, man, and bust this fucking dude's ass, man. I ain't really on that calling the police on them type shit, but I am on that busting your ass type shit for fucking with my kids.